With the help of her handler, our brave hunter will track down her prey, following clues to find where they are. By capturing small creatures and hunting large ones, she'll learn what she can. The creatures she will face are deadly, some seeming silly, others hailing from the sky and spitting poison. Others will burst forth from the ground itself. Some call the water its home. Some live in the trees and use lightning, while others, while living on the ground, spew fire from their mouth. The trial she has faced is for one purpose: find the clues. Clues that will lead her to Zoro Mountains, the hunter's greatest foe.
That's one of those cores! Attack it!
Wow!
Some fights she will succeed, but sadly, others will end in failure.
Try again.
But still, she will travel far and wide, braving the wilds and the desert. And though the challenges may be tough, she will never give up. This is the Hunter's Log. Hunter's Log. I've been advised by my handler that today we have to find a new camp. It will be a long trek. Well, let's see what we can come up with. Never forget to check your items. You never know when they might come in handy. Just found the tracks of a great Yargus. Might attempt to hunt him down later, if the opportunity arises. Found some interesting items. Never know when they might come in handy. More Yargus tracks. So easily followed. Found some odd footprints. Not quite sure what it is. Hopefully it's nothing too major. This place is massive. Should probably note to be careful. Get turned around too easily, I could get lost. Don't want that happening. Found some interesting doodles. Wonder who they belong to. Let's see if I can find some more.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
Just found a rare flower patch, sunbloom. A lot of interesting things. So much to explore. Some more of those unknown footprints. I don't know if I should be worried about this or not.
Howdy. I just love me some good fishing.
Met an interesting gentleman out fishing. He asked me to help him catch a particular type of fish. Might try later, but for now, got more important things to deal with.
Now this is interesting. Let's report our findings to everyone at the resource center when we get back.
Found enough information about the Great Yargus and this interesting creature I couldn't determine before. Turns out it's an Anjanath. Should definitely watch out for that one.
Over here.
It's always best to find as much information about your foe as you can before you go on for the attack. After a slight grueling battle, had the great Yargus on the run.
Over here.
In an attempt to get as much damage in as possible, it gave chase, trying to catch up and get a few hits in while it continued on its attempt to flee.
Hey, partner!
My handler attempted to warn me not to engage, but I figured I had this. I knew what I was doing. After a grueling fight inside very confined tunnels with barely any space, finally managed to eliminate the Great Yargus and a few of its underlings. Now, to reap my rewards.
Over here. Don't attempt to engage a monster when your weapon has lost its sharpness. Your attacks will be weak and easily deflected.
The fleet team leader warned me not to engage with dull weapons. Great advice. Always remember to sharpen as often as you can. You never know what you might find when mining for ore. Sometimes it might be very useful and helpful minerals. Found another Anjanath print. Getting a little worried that it may be close in the vicinity. Maybe that's what my handler was warning me about, and I didn't even realize it was there. I know I'm supposed to be looking for the new base location,
but I figure a nice moment of relaxation after a grueling fight like that by fishing might just be what I need.
Over here.
After a few attempts, I managed to finally reel in a very small catch. Maybe fishing just isn't for me. Another great Yargus. I could, but no, I really do have to get to that base.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
Never know when a good map might come in handy. It's a good idea to check it every now and again. What is this? I found something. Upon further investigation, I found a very large dinosaur-like creature. I see a great Yargus print, but that is clearly not. It's the Anjanath. I wonder how deadly this thing really is.
Over here.
Well, upon investigation, I learned the Anjanath is definitely not something I want to mess with at the moment. Its screams alone were enough to stun me for a moment. Thank goodness there was a great Yargus in the vicinity that distracted it.
Ooh, yeah!
I found a woman from the Endemic Life Research Group. She's asked me to assist her in capturing a few small creatures. To be honest, I have absolutely no idea where to begin to look for them. I'm not sure it's something I'm going to be doing at the moment. Found a small frog, and upon kicking it, discovered it emits an electricity type field. Poor white lightning got caught in it. I'm stunned for a brief moment. Should be more careful with that. I discovered if I see flying creatures called winged drakes, I can shoot them to bring them lower so that they can take me to other locations. That might be useful information later. Finally found our next campsite, but it is inhabited by a
If we don't take care of
Kayulaku.
that pest, the camp won't last a night.
Oh, yeah.
Appears I'm going to have to hunt that down so that we can make a base into this
Turn the
location.
base from an
And
expedition.
it is a very nice location.
Open the wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
Well, I've just learned how to fast travel. That's going to be quite convenient for future endeavors. This world is quite large. It's been quite an interesting day. I think this will conclude today's log.
Watch yourself.